We often believe that just by placing a few pots of plants in the house, the space will become peaceful and full of life. The green color makes us feel relaxed, refreshed, and seems to bring positive energy. But what if there are plants that are quietly doing the opposite? You may not know that some kinds of plants, when placed in the wrong position or cared for in the wrong way, become an energy trap. Instead of attracting luck, they make the energy flow in your house heavy, fortune lost, and emotions become more tired each day. This is not superstition. In feng shui and energy studies, everything has its own vibration frequency. Green plants are the same. They absorb and reflect your own energy. If the energy between you and the plant is no longer in harmony, luck may leave without you realizing it. Today, we will explore the truth hidden behind the beauty of ornamental plants, the green traps that drain fortune, and how to turn them into sources of lucky energy. Before starting, please click subscribe so you won't miss the feng shui secrets that help your life always flow smoothly and stay full of good energy. And leave a comment. I open my heart to receive the bright and prosperous energy coming to me. That is exactly how you activate a new flow of energy right now. Now, let's go through the 5 most common energy traps. The mistakes that almost everyone has made when displaying houseplants. They may look beautiful and popular, but behind that lush green appearance is a current of energy quietly influencing your life. Trap 1. Energy too strong. When plants overpower people. Some plants, like snake plant or cactus, have very strong energy. On the outside, they look beautiful, modern, and seem to bring a sense of safety, but in reality, their energy is too yang, meaning too rigid and too strong. When placed in the wrong position, that energy flow doesn't protect you. Instead, it makes the space heavier and more tense. Snake plants are often chosen because they're easy to care for and long-lasting. Their upright shape and pointed leaves symbolize strength and determination, but that very trait causes them to emit high yang energy, suitable for protecting entrances, but not for areas meant for rest like bedrooms or living rooms. When placed incorrectly, the strong energy from the plant makes the air feel sharp, like an invisible electric current running around you, making it hard for your mind to relax and your emotions easily agitated. If you've ever had trouble sleeping even in a clean, softly lit room, or often feel irritable without knowing why, take a look around. The plant you think of as a lucky plant might actually be releasing energy that's too strong for your body. In energy studies, this is called sharp qi, a form of piercing energy that directly interferes with the body's natural frequency, keeping it in a constant state of alertness, unable to truly rest. However, this doesn't mean you should get rid of the plant. Strong energy plants are actually very beneficial when placed in the right spots. At the entrance, they act as energy gatekeepers, protecting the home from negative energy. On your desk, they help maintain focus, alertness, and decisiveness. But in the bedroom, where you need soft and steady energy, their presence can make your body feel like it's still in work mode instead of resting. An easy way to tell is when you're in the room and feel the air heavy or piercing, as if the space's energy is pushing you away. Try moving the plant elsewhere, near a window or a hallway. After a few days, you'll clearly notice the change: lighter air, calmer mood, and deeper sleep. Strong energy plants also need regular cleansing, because they often absorb negative energy. If not purified, that energy can build up and reflect back into the environment. Wipe the leaves with a damp cloth, or gently rinse them with water once a month. The most important thing to understand is that strong energy doesn't mean good energy. All energy needs balance and suitability. The plant isn't at fault. You just haven't placed it where it can play its proper role. When the plant is where strength is needed, and you're where calmness is required, the space naturally balances itself. Think of the plant as a powerful friend. If you respect and understand how it works, it will protect you, not harm you. A plant placed correctly can turn your home into a safe, bright, and vibrant place, but one misplaced plant, in just a few days, can disrupt the energy around you. Trap 2. Plants that absorb yin energy and create stagnation. Plants like monstera, peace lily, or fiddle-leaf fig are often loved for their elegance and large leaves. They bring a sense of freshness, softness, and sophistication to a space. However, Their preference for shade and moisture can make the home's energy heavy if not positioned properly. In feng shui, these shade-loving and moisture-thriving plants tend to retain energy instead of circulating it. When placed in dark corners or areas without natural light, the surrounding energy starts to slow down. The air becomes damp, heavy, and the flow of fortune, the breath of the space, gradually gets blocked. You can feel it without seeing it. Fatigue, sluggishness, and a low mood for no clear reason. That's the sign of stagnant energy, when the space no longer moves harmoniously. Yin energy isn't always bad, but when it's excessive, it drains vitality. It's like moisture trapped in a closed room. The longer it stays, the harder it is to breathe. A room full of yin energy makes you lose motivation, creativity, and feel stuck. At that point, the plant no longer nourishes positive energy but unintentionally holds on to stale chai, making the space grow cold and weary. You can recognize this through the plant itself. Leaves develop brown spots, stems soften, or mold appears around the roots. The plant isn't bad, it's simply absorbing too much damp energy. And if you notice, homes that are often closed off and dim tend to feel cold and sad. Those are spaces where these plants are absorbing yin energy and holding on to old qi. The remedy is simple: light and movement. Give the plant natural light every day, at least a few hours. Open windows. Let air and light circulate around it. If you live in an apartment with little sunlight, use a warm light lamp instead. Once energy is activated, the dampness fades, and the plant begins to recover. The atmosphere becomes lighter and warmer. Also, pay attention to how you water. Shade-loving plants don't need constant watering. When you water too often, water energy overflows, creating stagnation and dullness. Let the soil dry slightly before watering again. A small tip: every week, wipe the leaves with a clean, damp cloth to remove dust and old chai. This not only helps the plant breathe better, but also keeps energy flowing through your home. You'll be surprised how the room feels brighter right after doing this simple act. Green plants are like mirrors reflecting the space. When they're full of life, you'll feel freshness all around. But when they grow slowly, droop, or the air feels heavy, that's a sign it's time to refresh your energy. The key is maintaining the balance between yin and yang. Shade-loving plants carry yin energy, while light and air carry yang energy. When these two elements harmonize, your home becomes peaceful, comfortable, and filled with a fresh current of life energy. So, if you love plants like monstera or peace lily, give them a good spot where there's soft light, airflow, and your daily attention. Then, they will become natural energy purifiers, making your space bright, clean, and full of vitality. Trap 3. Neglected plants and the birth of dead energy. A withered plant, dry leaves, or one covered in dust, that's a sign of dead energy. It's not just an aesthetic issue, it's the voice of your space, telling you that the flow of energy around you has stopped. Plants are living beings, and when they are neglected, the energy in your home begins to weaken too. We often treat plants as mere decorations, placing them in a corner and forgetting they exist. But in feng shui and energy studies, each green plant is an energy point, a small heart beating inside your space. When the plant is healthy, energy circulates gently. When the plant weakens, that energy stops, creating a zone of stagnant qi. This zone makes the air feel heavier, and your body feels tired for no apparent reason. You may have walked into a room where the air feels thick, as if time has stopped. That feeling is dead energy, low frequencies built up from neglect and lack of attention. A withered plant in the corner is the starting point of that stagnation. It's like an open door allowing old, dull, and heavy energy to linger around you. If your plants begin to droop, change color, or shed too many leaves, it's not only due to lack of water or sunlight, it also reflects your inner energy, fatigue, laziness, or disconnection from the things that once brought you joy. To restore energy, you don't need to do anything complicated. Just begin with small acts of care. Wipe the leaves clean, trim away the dry parts, replace the soil. Interestingly, when you touch a plant with full presence, your body and the plant exchange energy, your emotions are released, and the plant's energy reawakens. You'll notice the room feels brighter, the air lighter, and you yourself feel recharged. If the plant has completely died, don't be sad. Thank it for being with you and for absorbing old energy during its time. Then gently remove it, wash the pot, and plant a new sprout. This is how you reset your energy frequency, like opening a new chapter for your home. In energy studies, caring for a plant is not just tending to an external object, it's an act of inner healing. When you wipe each leaf, you're clearing away the dust in your mind. When you trim the wilted parts, you're removing outdated energy. And when new leaves start to grow, it's a sign that your own energy is being renewed. Plants don't just need water and light, they need your presence, the kind of energy only humans can give. When you neglect your plants, your space slowly dies. But when you care for them, the house comes alive. Fresh energy flows through every corner, bringing warmth, creativity, and peace. Trap 4, sharp leaves and aggressive energy. Plants with sharp leaves like aloe vera, yucca, or small cacti emit what's called sharp qi, a kind of piercing energy in feng shui. It's fast-moving, strong, and sharp, like invisible arrows that can cut through the surrounding energy flow. These plants look bold, stylish, and modern, but when placed incorrectly, the energy they release can make the space tense and uncomfortable. Interestingly, most people choose these plants because they believe they protect the home. And that's true, but only when placed correctly. When you put them in areas that need soft energy, such as bedrooms, living rooms, or meditation corners, the sharp qi from their leaves cuts through the natural calm energy. The result is restlessness, difficulty sleeping, irritability, or the inability to relax even in a quiet room. Some people even experience headaches, uneasiness, or strange dreams when sleeping near sharp-leafed plants. This isn't superstition. It's because the human body responds to the energy frequencies in its environment. Sharp leaves generate active qi, forcing your body to constantly adjust its energy to adapt. When this continues for too long, you feel exhausted without understanding why. But that doesn't mean you should remove them. Sharp-leafed plants can be wonderful if placed properly. Think of them as energy guardians. Place them by entrances, balconies, or near windows, places where outside energy flows in. There, they act like natural shields, preventing negative energy from entering your home. On the other hand, never place them in bedrooms, children's rooms, or dining areas, spaces that need softness, warmth, and connection. Sharp leaves pointing directly at people can create an attacking energy flow, subtly heightening tension. Observe the direction of the leaves. If they point toward where you usually sit or lie down, turn the pot or move it elsewhere. Just a small change can calm the energy in your space. Sharp-leafed plants also need regular energy release. Since they absorb a lot of negative qi, you should wash their leaves with clean water or wipe them with a damp cloth at least once a month. Water helps neutralize the sharp qi frequency and softens the plant's energy. If you have several sharp-leafed plants, balance the space by mixing in round or soft-leafed varieties like pothos, peace lily, or fern. The blend of strong and gentle energies creates a harmonious flow, protective yet relaxing. A small tip: if your home feels too tense or unnaturally still, light some gentle incense or open a window to let the wind touch the leaves. The natural movement of air helps soften the sharp qi and restores balance. The key is understanding the difference between protective energy and attacking energy. Both are strong, but one guards you while the other wears you out. Sharp-leafed plants can be excellent shields when placed where defense is needed, but in areas for rest and connection, they become sources of fatigue. Always listen to how you feel when near a plant. If you feel calm, it's the right place. If you feel restless or uneasy, that's a sign to move it. Your intuition always knows better than any rule. Trap 5, the plant that holds on to the emotions you haven't let go of. There are plants that look very lovely, like caladium or heartleaf philodendron, their heart-shaped leaves symbolizing love. Many people choose them because they believe they help attract the energy of romance and emotional connection. But few know that those heart-shaped leaves actually have the ability to absorb and amplify emotional energy from people, especially the emotions that haven't been released. In energy studies, everything carries its own vibration frequency, and green plants are no exception. Plants with soft forms, thin leaves, and heart-like structures act as energy amplifiers. They receive the emotions of their owners, joy, love, sadness, or even hurt. When you're happy, the plant grows faster, but if you carry regret, anger, or loneliness, that energy also seeps into the plant and stays there. Have you ever noticed that when you're sad, the plants around you seem to grow slowly, or their leaves wilt for no clear reason? That's not a coincidence. The plants are reflecting the emotional energy you emit. They are delicate mirrors that show what your heart truly feels. And if negative emotions last too long, this energy becomes a loop, keeping both you and your surroundings trapped in the same low frequency. Heart-shaped plants usually carry the energy of attachment and affection, but when you can't let go of someone or something from the past, the plant will keep that energy for you. At first, you may feel comforted because of the familiar feeling, but over time, this energy becomes heavy, making it hard for you to open your heart to new things. It's as if the plant is holding a piece of memory, and every time you see it, that old energy rises again. Another way to renew the energy is to trim off the old leaves, especially those that are wilted or discolored. In energy studies, withered leaves represent emotions that have reached the end of their life cycle. If you're starting a new relationship, place the plant where there is gentle light, near a south-facing window. That position symbolizes the light of hope and openness. The plant will absorb positive energy from you and reflect it back through healthy growth, helping your new relationship be nourished by a loving, gentle, and balanced frequency. Plants are not just decorations. They are energy friends that always feel, listen, and reflect your frequency. When you learn how to talk to plants, you are also learning how to talk to your own heart. And when the energy inside you becomes light and bright, the plant will naturally thrive, because it lives in the same frequency as you. All 5 of these traps share one thing in common. They don't really lie in the plants, but in your own energy. Plants are mirrors that reflect your mood, emotions, and your connection with your living space. When you know how to observe, care for, and communicate with your plants, you are learning how to adjust your inner energy. Take a look around your room right now. Are your plants healthy or weak? Are the leaves green or starting to change color? When you understand that plants are not just decorations, but a part of living energy, you will see that taking care of them is also a way of taking care of yourself. Your energy and the plant's energy constantly reflect one another. Therefore, when you know how to connect correctly, the plant can become an energy magnet, attracting wealth, peace, and good fortune into your life. The first secret is to choose the right position for each type of plant. Plants with strong energy, such as snake plant or cactus, should be placed at the entrance or on your work desk, where protection and focus are needed. Plants with gentle energy, soft leaves such as pothos, peace lily, or monstera, should be placed in the living room or near windows, where energy needs to flow and expand. When plants are in the right spot, the energy of the space will naturally balance itself. The second secret is to pay attention to light and airflow. Each day, open the windows for a few minutes to let the natural wind move through the leaves. Wind and light are 2 elements that keep life energy fresh. A room lacking wind and light will cause energy to freeze, and the plants will reflect that through slow growth or falling leaves. The third secret, and also the most powerful, is gratitude. Each time you water your plants, take a few seconds to say something gentle like, "Thank you for bringing good energy to me." This simple sentence sends out a positive frequency, allowing the plant to absorb and amplify good energy back to you. If you want to attract wealth, place a healthy plant in the southeast corner of your home, the area known as the wealth zone. Place a small coin under the pot as a symbolic reminder that the plant's energy is nurturing prosperity. Finally, observe your feelings when you are near your plants. If you feel peaceful, it means the energy is in harmony. If you feel heavy or tired, change the position or trim the plant. Trust your own feeling, because energy never lies. When you care for your plants with presence and love, they will return to you a stream of abundant energy, keeping your space bright, your mind light, and luck will naturally find its way to you. Every space has its own rhythm of breathing. When you take care of your plants, you are not only nurturing a living being, but also adjusting the breath of your home and your own soul. Good energy doesn't come from something grand. It comes from small actions done with love and mindfulness each day. Plants are healthy when you are at peace. The space shines when your heart feels light. Every time you water, wipe the leaves, or simply admire the green color, you are sending a message. I am ready to receive good things. And the universe always listens. When you live in the energy of gratitude, plants bloom more beautifully, your sleep becomes deeper, and good fortune comes more naturally. Because the energy you give always returns in gentle, unexpected ways. Leave a comment. I am ready to welcome new, peaceful, and abundant energy flowing into my life. If you feel this video brings you inspiration, click subscribe to explore more secrets about energy, feng shui, and balance in life. Wishing you a day filled with light and good energy.